Today, my friends, we will witness a golden generation of youth talent at some point. Actual youth intake, not stealing players from other teams. On another note, we are out of the FA Cup. I got cocky. We got an easy draw. I thought it would be fine. Wasn't fine. Got knocked out by the only League One club left in the entire competition at home. So, woo. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back. So, yeah, FA Cup. Let me catch you up. We beat Southend. Easy. Nice. Then we drew Cambridge. I'm like, easy. And then we lost in extra time. Results have been very up and down. This is probably more what I expected pre-season going in. Like, we've not got the consistency to challenge for, I don't think, for playoffs. We're not far off. We're 6 points off. Our goal difference is okay, but we've just taken too many spankings. Like, when we lose hard. And we recently had a 4-1 and a 3-0. So, for the first time in a while, I've changed the tactics slightly, just tweaks, just to make it slightly less crazy. One of the things we do is we push up, closing in, closing down, all that good stuff. And I've just dropped it back a level. And I've also said when we lose the ball, regroup instead of like the counter press. Just we're keeping sort of some of the pressing elements, but I want to take some of the randomness. It turns out that like if we have a day where we're just clinical, we win 4-3, and if we don't have that real high clinicism, that's a word, then we just get pumped 4-1. So I want to try and find a way that we can actually control games a little bit better, and we're less reliant on we better put away our chances that we do create, otherwise it's done. Like, because we don't create a ton of chances, good chances, but luckily we've got two very good strikers. But I want to sort of, help us all out. We've had a bit of an injuries as well. Dan Smith, who I like a lot, he's dropped off the second half of the season, but he's had tons of little niggly injury problems, which has really sort of set him back and just not allowed him to get settled into the team. And Stoke Towler's not done great. 6.67 average is not horrendous, but it's not good in any way. But he was never meant to be first choice guy coming in. The new guy, Latin, has done well since coming in. 1 goal, 4 assists, which is lovely. The two guys up top, Deacon and Roos, just doing bits. But as you can see, apart from the goalkeeper, which is almost not a good sign, everybody's just falling off form a little bit. I feel like we're sort of dribbling towards the end of the season. And just to insult to injury, today we will get to see the youth intake day whenever it may happen. But the 2 games we're going to get to watch, just because I like to self-harm apparently when it comes to YouTube videos. We're playing West Ham, who are top of the league, and then we're playing Bournemouth, who are favourites for the league, and they're third, and it's away from home. So there's a good chance we concede a large amount of goals and don't score today. So strap yourselves in if you're, into that. Okay, who's going to play as our ball-defending midfielder? Carlos Rodriguez. Go on then, Stoked. Who wants him? Right at the end of the transfer window, we did have a bid of £5 million that we rejected, obviously, for Roos from a team in China. Murray's unhappy because he's not getting enough first team football, but he's kind of a bit part player now, so we'll probably just let his... For a brief moment, Kingsley had some form. I know it's hard to believe, but he got a goal in one game and then he got an assist in the next game. Both games he averaged well over a 7, like 7.2, which was exciting, but then he remembered who he was and was shit again. Here we go. This might get ugly. Hopefully this slightly more secure system is going to prevent us from conceding 7. We can get... I was going to say, realistic 4 points. No, a point, I guess, is probably, sadly, a good result from these 2 games. realistically, we need more if we want to battle for playoffs. But if we can win one of these games, I'll take that in a heartbeat. All right. Oh, I love our blue stand. Go on, hit it. Oh, Latin. That's a new stadium, by the way. I've not really looked at our stadium before. It looks like something built in the 60s. Just corrugated iron everywhere. There we go. Good start. Good ball in. Scrambles. No. Oh, no. Counter-attack. Kelsey's come over to cover. And it's a good block. Good block, Kelsey. Good defending. Yeah, so we built this tiny little stadium. Still didn't build any corners. I'm not sure how we expanded it then. If we didn't build any corners, like what it looked like before. Do we just put some more corrugated sheet metal on the top and just extend it back a bit? Okay, that's just a fucking horrific goal to concede. Look at this. Look at this. It's not even a good pass. He doesn't jump. No, what? Kelsey's both centre backs are one in front of the other for some reason. He just look. I want to. Oh, they're showing it again. I want to see it again. Yeah. So okay. So first off, Kristoffersson plays him onside, and then gets so far ahead of the ball that he then can't jump for the header. That's quite impressive to play him onside and then be in far too far forward, all within the same pass. That's impressive. That takes skill and pace. Okay. I said, how many did I say we won't concede? 6, I said, didn't I? Because I was going to say 4 in my head, but I thought, no, there's a good chance we actually will concede 4, so I'll say 6. Go on, Latin. Just a bit of magic. That's a nice pass. Lovely. Mazinga. Come on, boys. Is that onside? I don't... Oh, it's a scramble. Go on, hit it! Oh, unlucky. Good for the stats, though. Good for the stats. Makes it look like we're in the game. Actually, we are quite in the game, but tiny bit unfair if you... let's get the goal scorer. Okay, come on. Keep it to 2. Right, Muska. Plays an early... it's just wasteful. You could have played into the middle. There was men over. Oh, he's done him for fun. Barker doesn't even dive. He sees it wide. I really hope that the next Football Manager does something about stadiums. I think for people that really enjoy these build the club sort of saves where you just with one club take a small non-league club or a lower league club or whatever and build them up, and you know, it's such a big deal to get a new stadium. It's so exciting when you're a tiny club with 1,000 people and you've been promoted 5 times and you've saved up every penny and wheeled and dealed in the transfer market. You've gone into debt and taken out a loan so you can get a new stadium, and then it's like ugly shite that doesn't look like remotely like a new stadium. Like it's not involved directly in the game. You know, it has no effect on the game, the graphics at the edge and the stadiums and stuff. I feel like it would be piss easy to make. You just have a guy that makes some new graphics, right? I'm no game designer, clearly. Go on, Deeks. Go on, Deeks. Go on, Deeks. See, even easy. But you could just have one guy. You could have one... I feel like you could have one... Not trainee guy, somebody that's just come out of college, one graduate, and you go, your job is to make all these weird and wonderful new stadiums. Because not only like our little stadiums, I'd like to see corners. You know, we'd all like to see corners and stuff on the stadium. But I think... just have some variation in design, and especially when you're one of the big boys. Let's say we get Basingstoke to the Premier League, and in 20 years' time, we're one of the biggest clubs in the world, so we splurge on a big stadium. It's going to look utterly shit. It's going to look like Old Trafford or Anfield. No offence to those stadiums, but they're just old, big square boxes, aren't they? Nothing like Tottenham's new toilet seat or, you know, whatever it is, and... So that would be cool if you just had one guy that you just It can't be that hard. And maybe they just don't see it as remotely important. So tell me in the comments, is it just something that a few of us care about, or does it bug everybody? Not to mention the graphics outside of the stadium. I don't think they've changed for about 20 years. The 480p textures. We're supposed to be replicating football and we're watching the game. So I'd like to see not just the stuff on the pitch, but everything. I don't want to see giant footballs and park benches and doors into little sheds that you can't get to from anywhere. And I feel like it wouldn't be that hard. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you are into design and you use these programs, and let me know. And let me know if you're bothered. It bothers you. Because remember, 20 years at a club and they rename the stadium after, like, they build a new stadium and it's named after you, and then it's that fucking looks like a cow shed. You'd be gutted. Right. I'll be like, I'm not putting my name to that. You're right. Okay. It's good. We got to chat and ignore the fact we were getting spanked by West Ham, which is like a win-win. Right. So we don't know when it's going to happen. So we'll play this game and then I'll skip ahead and we'll come back for the youth intake day. And I'm going to, unless the youth intake day is right at the end, I'm going to skip the stealing players from other club day and I'll surprise you with some fruity little gems later, although it's getting harder to find good players. Right. This happens, and look everybody. We've waited so long. We've got to play in Panama. Okay. Hotbed of talent. We've waited so long for a good youth intake. And there's 2 5-star potential youngsters. We've got Eric Mina, we've got Pattern Nisiala, and Chris Cody. We will be renaming them randomly. I'll do that now. Hang on, let me bring up my spreadsheet. This is big, people. This is big. Where's my randomizer? There it is. Okay. So we've got about 75 people, I think. Okay, random. We have. I'm not going to look at them, so there's no favoritism. This guy is now. Boom. Stuart Clark. Okay, make sure I colour him in. Oh, it's also the reason I've never really sort of bothered to look at ex-players that have kind of moved on is because none of them are any good, really, to be honest. No offence to any of those regens. But, we kind of know. Right, this one. Paste, thank you. Johann's Cookies. And finally, the Englishman. Chris Cody. Probably at this point it could be the son of Connor Cody. Is now Carl Alpus. Okay, colour him in. He's been coloured. Did I colour in the other one? Who was it? Did I colour in Cookies? Yes, I did. Okay, save. Not even going to look at the others. Quite a drop off. Okay, so the worst one of the three, but he is actually 1.5 stars current ability, but only 4.5 star potential. He's a central midfielder, attacking midfielder, and how old is he? Oh, he's only 15. Okay, definite potential. Like if he was sort of 16, 17, like I don't think he's ever going to be a world beater, but he could have a career, and that's like massive for us. Are we really paying our kids 500 quid a week? Jesus Christ, on a bike. Okay, 500. None of that, though. None of that. Look, you're going to have 10 grand. Boom. Okay, Johann's Cookies. Ooh. Okay, so he's a right winger that's trained as a natural left back? With 2 marking and 6 tackling? Oh, he's an inverted. Of course. Yeah, that makes all the difference. Wow, that he is not remotely a left back. That is amazing. But he's not bad at all. Okay. We'll make sure we retrain that position. Okay, he's happy. He's happy on. Look, mate, you can have 10 grand. Oh, back in the day, 10 grand was like a shit ton of money for us, wasn't it? When we were trying to balance. Now it's just like, just flop it out. Right, and then hopefully our best player, because he's 1.5 star current ability, 5-star potential. And he is not a winger. Okay, he's rapid for his age. 15 years old. He's Panamanian. He could be like one of their best ever players. And ambitious. We can work on that. Good determination, though. So what is he good at? He's a good penalty taker, which is nice. He's more of a passer. He's not a striker. Okay, we can safely assume that. He's got 6 composure and 5 finishing. He has a lot of holes in this game, but he's got some really nice numbers. Okay, the positions are just bizarre. He's going to want, what do you reckon? He's going to want 300. Yeah. 300, 10 grand, and get rid of all this shit. All right. How about that? Okay, I will take it, my friends. I will gladly take it. I don't think we've got any world beaters in there, but baby steps. On that note as well, I have asked them to increase the youth level, in which they agreed. But to do that, they had to just make new youth facilities. So we are once again working on youth facilities. So hopefully we'll get some improvements. And also, obviously, we know we're expanding the stadium. The question is, though, to follow on from the theme, will they be corners? Will he be able to tell in any way, shape or form that the stadium has been expanded? I guess they could just say, well, it's actually the bit we expanded was behind the cameras. So, yeah. Okay, boy, we just got offered the Fulham interview, which was nice. Oh, dear. Right, you know what time it is. It's time for Lewis Kingsley. Let's go, Lewis. Let's go. Let's give Aidan Thorne. He's dropped. He's not been as good as I'd hoped either. Just the ratings are pretty shit all around at the moment. Right. Dan Smith's back. Gonna keep playing Latin. He had a decent game considering who we're playing and how badly we played. So let's give Salisbury. Let's mix it up a little bit. And Mazinga's fit. Right. Come on. Kingsley's due one. He gets about 3 good games a season, and we've had 2. So this could be the one. Okay. Good. 4 of their last 5 games. Good luck out there. We're going to need it. I'm going with honesty. They get it. They know. Going back, not to harp on about our stadium conversation, but are they just harder to make the graphics for? I guess it's easier to make a strip thing, but it can't be that much harder to make the corner thing. Like, I'm trying to think of the reason why, you know, taking out the unusual and, like, making sort of amazing looking stadiums like the new ones are real life. Forgetting that sort of ones, like just a normal looking stadium. What's the reasoning? Has Miles ever discussed, has that ever been actually discussed? The lack of stadium corners? I know there are some, but maybe their sort of main graphics guy is like, I can't do corners, mate. I can only do straight lines, yeah? Okay. No shots on target so far between the 2 teams. Wow, still no shots. 12 shots and none on target. Oh, injury, bonus. Oh, Bournemouth have spoiled it. Okay. We don't mind this. This is our point. This is the point. Here it comes. I've been to this stadium a lot of times. It's got a corner. There's no point in playing Severino because he's going to be gone at the end of the season because his work permit stuff. Okay. I don't actually want to change it. Like, I don't see the need to. Although we're not creating much. Go on, there we go, Kingsley. Oh, that was almost good. If Deacon had read it and was just slightly faster than Usain Bolt, that would have been a spot-on pass from Kingsley. Away! Careful. Good tackle, Roos. I don't know what you're doing there, but good tackle. No wonder we're not scoring. You're fucking playing it right back. Right, Kloss with a free kick. Into Kingsley. Oh, that's a ball. Oh, he should have scored. That's what I'm talking about, Kingsley. 6.7 from the big man. He should get 6.8. Oh, he's dropped to 6.6. That's harsh. Feed to Kingsley. He's up for it. I'll just hoof it forward. That works. Come on, boys. Let's having a very good game. What are you doing? I can't get my... I know when you you have a team instruction. Let's say you have short passing on just generally, right? Really short passing. And obviously, you don't always short pass. They're going to try and look for short passes, but if they don't find a short pass option, they might go long and stuff. But a lot of the time when I'm trying to play out of defence and I see the players, and I guess this is down to their... I'm answering my own question here. In that I'm watching it. Fair enough if they have no options to pass to, and so then they play it long. That's fine. But a lot of the time I'm seeing them and I'm like, there's a guy there. You could just pass to that guy. Look, the right back. Pass to this guy. But I guess that's down to my centre-backs not being good enough, not having good enough vision, decision-making, that sort of thing. Right, now, we're only 1-0 down. Oh, I don't know what I had this weird... I'm not going to try something different. Normally I just push these guys up. We're trying something different. It's crazy, but this is the sort of game to go for it. We bring you on. Right. No, there. Thank you. Right. Bring you on. Push you up there. Swip you around. Roos can be the poacher. L'Oreal can be that one. And then we go. All the buttons. You know me. You know me. All the buttons. Go. I don't think we've had a single shot, have we? Okay, glad it made all the difference. Glad it made all the difference. Game changer. They're like, oh, hang on. No. 40 seconds. Come on. We've got this. Smudger, come on. You're the best player on the pitch, apart from the goalkeeper. Oh, try and beat him. Okay, that was a rush clearance. Kingsley. Oh, he's onside. I'm still kind of annoyed because I wanted Kingsley to score. I thought he was going to shoot. I was so sure he's going to shoot. And then he passed and I thought, oh, he's clearly offside. But it's Pembele. Oh, he's got to shoot there, isn't he? That is close to be. Pembele's played about 5 players onside. We've snuck a draw. Clinical finishing with a new tactic. There we go. I'm a mastermind. I just pulled that out right there and then. You saw it in action. I didn't pre-plan that. I just was like, I felt it. You know, in my gut. And we pulled out the point that I would hoped was our kind of best bet for this. Okay. It could make all the difference. See, 5 points. We've closed the gap. Yeah, forget the game in hand. They might not win it. Right? Oxford have done pretty well, considering their start to the season after whatever it was, 15, 20 games or whatever, where they had 2 points. They've pulled it out of the bag. Pompey are top of the league. That is surprising. With old Sinisa Mihailovic. Solid. Right, there we go. We have youth players. Look, let me just check the old... Oh, no, where are they? Development Centre, yeah, you know. Just see how our youth talent's getting on. Finally. It's only cost us about £10 million. Right, we are done for the end of the day. We are 6 games to go to the season end. We are currently 5 points off, but it's probably going to be more than that. Let's say 6 points average. With 6 games left, what's our run-in like? I'm really not hopeful because we're lucky dipping these results at the moment. Wigan, 15th. Charlton, 18th. Hull, 20th. Reading, 13th. Barnsley, 21st. And Preston... Okay! Now, if there's a set of fixtures, 3 home games, that is not bad. Okay, there's a... So you're saying there's a chance. There's a small chance. See you next time. Bye-bye.